Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elliot Williams, and this is the Electronic Smart Helmet. Imagine you're out there skiing with your friends. You're feeling confident, and you head down a double black diamond. Things are moving quick, and before you know it, you're unconscious, 20 yards off path, and your buddies, much less yourself, don't know where you are. The problem here is that it takes too much precious time for ski patrol to find injured patients. Most of that time is spent figuring out their location. Dispatch needs to ask a bunch of inefficient questions like, what lift were you on last? Or can you see any lane marks that are around you? And then they cross-reference satellite image to get ski patrols close enough to the area to find you. This is where ESH comes in. Electronic Smart Helmet, or ESH, establishes secure communication to emergency personnel within 10 seconds of traumatic injury. The system uses the user's phone to provide real-time location data to the responding patrols. ESH does this all while functioning as a normal helmet, with the added perk of having built-in Bluetooth media so that users can jam out to their favorite tunes while they're on the slopes. Our target market of skiers and snowboarders is made up of people with the age range of 24 to 40, most of whom have a disposable income. The total addressable market in the USA alone is 11.6 million people. This huge market is worth upwards of $5.53 billion, with an estimated compound annual growth rate of 5% through 2035. The magic behind our design is simple. Systems of sensors and processors that work in tandem with the user's phone. Two accelerometers take constant readings, sending them to an ESP32 processor to communicate the forces exerted on the helmet and the user. If the detected forces exceed the safe value, the ESH will initiate its crash protocol, giving the user 10 seconds to override the emergency SOS signal if they wish to do so. Two companies trying to solve the same problem are Garmin and Medic 52. One of Garmin's products, InReach, is basically a satellite pager that the user can send preset text messages on. It has emergency SOS capabilities, but the user still has to push a button. Medic 52 has experimented with a different way to solve the problem of slow emergency response. Their software maps the terrain of ski routes and has unique three-word identifiers that identify each 100 square foot grid. They require the injured guest or their friends to read back the identifiers the dispatch sends to them on the phone. Our competitive advantage is automated emergency contact. We don't need user involvement, especially when they're incapable of doing so. Our plan to capture the interest of the market is by performing a smoke test by sending 100 units for free to various snow sports influencers, such as Ryan Napton, a YouTube snowboarder with over 160,000 subscribers, or Lindsey Vonn, a USA Olympic skier. Influencer approval will drive initial market interest. We plan on having our own online presence, but would love to partner with Amazon to increase awareness. This is our team. The brains behind the beauty is Jake Grant, our electrical design lead. He's joined by Rylan Vibetto, the 3D modeling and simulation lead. Christopher DiGiovanni is the team coordination lead. Caden Fisher is our physical prototype lead, and finally, myself as the business liaison and official point of contact for ESH. After 3 surveys ranging from 15 to 29 responses in Arizona, 65% said they would be willing to buy our helmet at the stated price. This is especially encouraging as typical early adoption rate is around 34%. This gives us a good idea that our product will be successful upon market launch. Based on our pro forma, we estimate to have about $6.48 million in revenue by the end of year 3, retaining $2.16 million as profit. Not too shabby if you ask me. I'm seeking $1 million in return for 20% equity in the company. This funding will be dedicated to further helmet development, quality control, and other expansionary initiatives such as marketing and facility investment. The investor receives 1 board seat with voting rights, standard minority protections, standard rights of information, and pro rata options for future equity. If you would like to be part of this life-saving work that solves a prevalent problem in the mass snow sports industry, contact me today. I'd love to talk business with you.